Come out to the bar.
Hello, YouTube. Cheers, man. Get your drinks out. Welcome to the basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
And I'm D-Boy Snoop.
And the basement is the first daily hip-hop debate show. From Tuesday through Friday, we tackle the most intriguing topics in hip-hop culture and the world around it. So welcome back, basement family. So, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah, we going in. He went on the Breakfast Club a few days ago, maybe yesterday, I'm not sure when, and said straight up, he's the hottest in New York. The king, even. Those exact words. So, let's debate it. And the whole interview was crazy, so we're going to talk about it. All right? Before we get to it, just so you know, this Thursday we'll be doing our first live show on Patreon. You got to become a member. We're going to have a live interaction. We're going to cover a lot of topics and extend the debate to all the listeners. If you want to join the conversation and be live on the show with us, you got to become a patron. Go to patreon.com/teamboxcutter. Patreon.com/teamboxcutter. Check it out and support the show, man. Get ready for what is going to be an exclusive live event this Thursday. And without further ado, today's question. Is Tekashi 6ix9ine the hottest / king of New York? With that being said, let it go. Yeah, man, Tekashi 6ix9ine
seems to be this in a controversy, doesn't he?
I think he loves the controversy more than anything else.
I would have to agree with you.
He seems to be most comfortable when he's pissing people off or being a part of controversy. I think that's how he made his name. And more power to the independent artists out there. You got to find a way in nowadays.
I would have to agree with you.
But is he the hottest coming out? Is he the king of New York, like he said? I need to hear what you got to say about that.
As a matter of fact,
since you're the representative of New York here.
As a matter of fact,
that's your man's in there?
I would even go so far as to say that he's taking all attention, like whether it comes in the form of negative attention or positive. Like I think he thrives on it all, and he's embracing it all. And he's okay with that, and I think he learned early and learning at his very young age that you could spin it into a positive, or you can spin it into a plus or benefit for you. So therefore, the rainbow colored hair, the colorful teeth,
it's artistry.
All of this, it comes into play. Sad clown syndrome comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
The
Bruce Lively specials, man.
I'm messing with Bruce over here. That concept, though,
yeah,
and I'm sure you would agree with me. The concept of that,
it's artistry. Like I hear it 100%.
Definitely. And
the question is he the best? Is he the hottest? Is he the king of New York?
Definitely. If we're going by the measurement of views and charting singles, and by numbers, by statistics, this because everything else is subject to debate, but you can't debate numbers.
What? How many albums he sold? What you talking about?
That's not how the measurement is done anymore in music. I'm not sure if you're in 1996 or.
How many downloads you got?
The decade you're in?
How many downloads you got?
160 million.
No, that's views. It's not downloads. It's YouTube views. And it's still not the most. Go ahead. I'll get to my point afterwards. Continue. Tell me how Tekashi 6ix9ine is the king of New York. Please explain it. Quickly. I don't want this show to last too long. It's foolishness.
I just explained it.
Okay.
In a nutshell,
all right.
Statistically, there's not an artist out of New York doing better. Some may holler Cardi B, which he acknowledged on his Breakfast Club interview. say, oh, what about Cardi B? Cardi B's success came majority last year. She has the one joint with Bruno Mars that's on the radio now, but the Bodak Yellow that had all the views, that got Grammy nominations and this and that was last year. Gummo, however, which Bruce just stated, was has 160 million views, dropped 5 months ago.
Blicky got the stiffy got the blicky drumming home 50 I'm on some ramen nigga shit. Take a nigga bitch, do the dash in the whip, count the cash in the whip. Shoot at me, I'm shooting back, I'm getting buckets. I ain't wanna take his life, but nigga fuck it. I'm on some ramen nigga shit.
That was last year.
In 5 months.
That was also last year.
This guy has been able to translate that into a chart. Not only with Billy, you got Rondo. These are all charted singles. So, and they're well over 50 million views. So, like,
not all of them. There was 37.
One had 37 million. But you check the one he has with who was that? Fetty Wap, I think. That's at 60 million. So, point being, everything this kid drops, it's the most viewed. You can't name me 3 other artists out of New York that has the same amount of views, that has the same amount of charting singles, and like I said, in a short amount of time. So when somebody says who's the hottest out of New York right now, if you was reading it off of like with baseball cards where you read the stats on the back, or if you was reading off a paper or something that has statistics, the statistics would show that it is Tekashi 6ix9ine, and it's hard to argue that. Now you could go into, yo, his beats is not that, or his rhyme and metaphors are not this. That's all cool, and that's, you could debate, go back and forth with that all day, but the numbers show that Tekashi is the most viewed artist. He's the most listened to artist, and the labels just gave him a big bag because of that. Like I said, and the climate that music's in right now, and what labels do and don't do for you, they checking for this kid, and so is the people, obviously.
Okay, so that's why he's the king of New York. Let's start with the numbers. We're gonna breeze through this, people, because I don't want to waste anybody's time with this foolishness. The first thing is, you're wrong. No. What came out 5 months ago is
wrong on what?
I'm about to tell you. Mm-hmm. 5 months ago is last year. So he doesn't even have the hottest song since last year, since it's 160 million views, and Cardi B came out last year with her joint, and it's at 504 million views. That's better. You're wrong on that count. That's the number. Okay, well, the one with Bruno Mars that she just came out with is 340 million views, and that's still more, and that's this year.
It's the Bruno Mars cosign.
Okay, so now it's always the excuse. Isn't it funny how it's always an excuse when you said the numbers don't lie, and then when I give the numbers, that's cosign. The truth is, you're wrong because I just proved it. These are numbers that do not lie. Now that that's done, I'm finished with the numbers. Let's talk about this. If you say you're the king of New York, in order to be the king, it means you have to have something established. You don't become king. The pauper doesn't become the king because he walked into the royal court. You become king after an established career. So people like Jay-Z, yeah, you can say he's the king of New York. You can say whoever you wanted to that's been there for even a few years and got a couple mil. That's not you. You're not the king of anything. So that's done. That's not how you say, that's not what the word king means. Doesn't mean you 2 views. So now that that's finished, I'm gonna do the last point. If you say you're the hottest, I feel you. You don't have the best numbers. You're not the king because you're not that established. So let's ask this. Who are you better than? Who's he better than? Who is he better than?
Everybody in New York right now. Early. I just told you.
So I'm done. I'm finished. That's what's up. A wise man needs to know when you can't argue with somebody. Tekashi 6ix9ine is better than everybody in New York at rapping. He's better than A Boogie with the hoodie. He's better than Don Q, who he said is the freshman of the year last year. He's better than Cardi B. He's better than Young M.A., Young Ma, whichever one you want to call it. She says she accepts both. He's better than all of them. And I'm done. I rest my case. I mean, you know when not to argue with a fool, because you look like the fool at that point. My point is proven. Less than 3 minutes. I'm finished for the rest of this debate.
That's good.
The numbers don't lie, and he doesn't have the numbers.
That's good.
The king is a misnomer because you can't be the king and not have any sort of longevity.
I thought you were finished.
And I'm giving the wrap up.
I thought you were
and third, who are you better than? I had a whole bunch of notes, but with that answer you just gave me, you let everybody know that these are the facts.
I thought you was finished.
That's it.
He's wrong.
Your rebuttal?
On all 3 points. The
numbers don't lie.
Let me nip this in the bud. One, if the hottest single coming out of New York you can point to since Gummo is Cardi B's Bodak Yellow, then that leaves my point made being Tekashi is the hottest statistically coming out of New York. Why is that? Bodak Yellow's been out twice as long as
Bruno Mars came out this year. 340 million.
We're talking about singles of their own, not the complimentary.
No, that's not what we said.
Not the radio.
You said
joint,
Bruno Mars.
The radio friendly joint.
You
I didn't
said
say
it.
Bruno
You
Mars.
said it first.
I said Bodak Yellow. I just said Bodak Yellow.
But in the beginning, now
we're not talking about.
Now you're not talking about it, but you were before.
So why are you talking? I'm proving my point. You just had your turn to speak. So what I'm saying is, if the hottest single by the artists themselves, not the cosign of another hit superstar, by the cosign, but by the artists themselves, is Bodak Yellow that you can point to as the hottest being out of New York, then again, Tekashi wins because Tekashi's song has only been out 5 months. And like I said, it is the hottest out of New York this year, period. Secondly, this king definition that you got is all wrong. There are old kings, there are new kings, there are future kings. The present king, the king from a decade ago may have been Nas or Jay-Z. 2 decades ago, you might have said Biggie or Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, such and on and on. Now you would say Tekashi 6ix9ine. Why? Because this is the era. Why? Because the numbers point to that. The numbers suggest that. Rakim could drop something and it might not get 60,000 views. Everything this kid dropped is getting 60 million and better, which means consistently more people are watching this kid than any other person coming out of New York, which makes him the king, like I said in the first place. And thirdly, what was your third point? How is he better than anybody coming out of New York?
He's better than everybody.
Sure he is. Again, because like I just said, I don't care if it was Ghostface. I don't care if it's Action Bronson. Gunmo, where he dropped his address. He's authentic.
That's the best verse?
Nothing else.
That's better than everybody else's verse.
If nothing else, he's authentic. He dropped his address.
Casanova's not authentic. No way.
He dropped his address.
Hey, man, Casanova's not authentic.
That's at 10 million.
Don Q's not authentic.
It's not quite at 60, though.
Don Q's not authentic.
Maybe he should have rainbow hair. Maybe he should have the rainbow hair.
Well, you just got to the point. Rainbow hair doesn't make you the king. It makes you get 160 million views.
Damn!
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that.
That's it. Who's he better than?
The way he's kicking it, it's the best. It's proven. People are consistently watching him the most. People are consistently clicking into his music.
He's a better rapper than Casanova, A Boogie, Cardi B, Young M.A.,
with the numbers
and all of them.
That's what the numbers indicate.
No, because Cardi B also has just as many millions as he does, and the one that you're talking about, he, like I said, she came out with another one.
As Tekashi said, no cosigns.
No cosigns. He got A Boogie on his joint.
He's hotter than A Boogie. You talking about?
Anybody here who loves hip hop and is listening to hip hop and who thinks that Tekashi raps better than Young M.A.
They ain't talking that language in the streets.
And A Boogie.
They ain't talking like
and Casanova. That's the language that nobody's talking, and only he's talking that language, and Cass not. Then I cannot argue with you. You win. How about that?
Y'all can let us know what y'all think.
All right, so let's get to it. Actually, we got a lot of shout outs. Listen, we want you guys to leave them comments, man. Who wins? Who do you think wins this one? Me, D-Boy Slim, it's whoever. And also, what do you think of Tekashi? Let us know. But we got so many shout outs, we're gonna get to them right now. First of all, new subscribers. Philip Hop, new subscriber. Appreciate, salute to you. Casual, the one and only. Appreciate it. Salute to you. And I love your song, man. Y'all go check him out. MRLY, I'm guessing it's trying to say Marley, but that's his actual name is MRLY. New subscriber, salute to you. Aaron Rush, 2007, new subscriber, salute to you. Y'all went in over the weekend. Thank you guys so much. Let's get to the shout outs. Fano Made It. Either Fano Made It or Fano Made It. All right, new subscriber, he says, great video, keep up the work, bro. Salute. Bam. And you know we will. Thank you, Fano. Shamario Patterson. Dude in the champion shirt does not speak any facts at all. He was talking about you. Ooh. Yeah. But what's so funny about that is there's another person. Oh man, I didn't put it in there? Oh, you lucky. I know who it is though. Marquise Smith. Dude with the LeBron hairline is definitely wrong on this one. Saying Bow Wow is not liked. His music is not relevant at this point, but dude has probably sold more albums than your favorite rapper. Check the numbers. He paved the way for a lot of artists that started out as kids.
He paved the way.
Chris Brown, Omarion, etc. He was the headliner on those Scream tours when people actually went out and bought albums back in those days, and he did his thing. So Marquise Smith and Shamario Patterson both say you got no facts and your hairline look like LeBron. I need to know what you got to say to this.
Whoa! We appreciate the comment. I appreciate the comment.
That's what's up.
You're dead wrong about Bow Wow. But and facts is all I speak, but we appreciate the comments nonetheless.
I gotta agree with them. I'm sorry. Bloods, Crips, and Essays said I hear you, bro, and I hear you too, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. Thanks for the love, fellas. This is Hagos Masgoon. I hope I said it correctly. We have a lot of Spanish people coming into the show. A lot of people from other countries other than America, and so we really love the international love, man. So thanks for the love, fellas. Wish you guys nothing but the best. Keep up the work and stay blessed. Facts. Appreciate you, Hagas Masgoon. And Brian Guilford said Tech 9 is the GOAT. I don't know about the GOAT, but he's dead nice, and his independent movement is unlike any other.
Yeah, and not on this side, or but he's a great MC nonetheless. We appreciate the comments, Brian Guilford.
Everybody, y'all need to go to Patreon, patreon.com/TeamBoxCutter, and sign up so you can be a part of this live debate that we're going to have on Thursday. It's going to be crazy. We want everybody to chime in, but the only way to do it is to be a patron. Help support the show if you love it. And thank you, everybody, for subscribing, for leaving them comments. Everybody else, you know what it is, the basement. Get them beats.
Be off this.
Peace.